well, that happened. Thank you, everybody who wanted to show up for the Game Parade reveal an hour ago. My name's Harry Petch, the Community and Content Manager for Games Jobs Live. And yeah, the Game Jam, which is apparently so popular that Google Cloud servers decided to sabotage us right in our moment of the announcement, which made it really hard to announce the theme properly and everything. So deep apologies for the delay, everybody. But luckily, the Game Parade Game Jam, it starts right now if you're watching this video, at least between the 12th of June to the 22nd of June 2025. If you're, past that time, it's already ended. But you can still play the games, and you can check that out on the link in the description. But the Game Jam is also a 10-day long Game Jam, so hopefully there is, gonna be enough time for you to figure things out every now and then. Despite the, 10-minute delay, as it were, to the theme. What I will just do is quickly go through some of the things I was going to go through in our little live stream, but just a little bit more informally, I suppose. So you guys probably already know the theme. The theme is feedback loop. So feedback loop, obviously a little bit meta, because Games Jobs Live are all about, giving feedback, and this whole jam is all about getting and receiving feedback from our amazing industry judges. Who currently we have 13 game studios. They're judges volunteering from these 13 game studios to give each game some really cool feedback and help you improve in whatever the next steps you want to take are in games. And yeah, if you're looking for inspiration for stuff when it comes to feedback loop, so I think maybe games that are where recursion is a core mechanic, maybe, looping could be part of a story if you're more of a narrative person, something about chain reactions potentially, or even, the idea of having to restart something over and over, pressing F5 to refresh like a window. That could be something interesting. You can get kind of creative with that. Or perhaps if you're thinking more of just an art style kind, you could, just have stuff that involves maybe patterns with fractals or loops. I mean, maybe you could anthropomorphize the concept of fractals. Who knows? You could do anything these days. But yeah, we hope this theme is nice and vague enough, but also driven enough to give you a little prompt of something without it limiting you too much. And yeah, just a quick thing to pretty much go over. Just a couple things that are really important to note. Do remember, note down any external assets or plugins you use. It's really important that you credit the stuff that you're, using from the internet. Helps other people find cool stuff for them to use. It helps the artist who made the original stuff. Make sure you have the licenses to use everything as well. Because, stuff will be listed as CC0 or CC BY Creative Commons attributions if you are allowed to use this stuff. But we ask that you put it on the Jam page and the Jam submission, so specifically because it's going to be very helpful. It's going to be helpful to know, and again, be able to differentiate games that maybe have, a lot more authored 100% artists have, dedicated their time to working on this versus something that uses assets that you've acquired from the internet. It's nice to just have that distinction. I feel it's very important that we have that distinction. And, it doesn't make your game less valid for using external assets. We just want to, know which ones they are. And yeah, again, people can find cool stuff from it. The other thing is, if you use something either GitHub, or if you're, using Google Drive to keep backups of your source code files, if you're comfortable with it, we'd really like to see the source code as one of these submission links. And this will be when you submit one of the games. So what I can actually show you guys, this goes here. When you submit a project, you will have a big list of stuff which you will have to do. You choose whatever project that you want to have, and we ask you to say how many team members you have, some of the details of your team, so that way, if any of the judges like what you see, they could potentially come and contact you after, and helps us get it right and helps us credit you. Credit all the external assets that you've used. This is where you'd put that in, and again, plugins and packages as well, because stuff, if you're using Unity, use stuff like, Pro Builder, Lean Tween, Do Tween. These are great little assets that you could use already. And I'd like to learn more assets, so that helps me. And yeah, everyone will be able to see those bits, but these things that are marked as private are less so. So yes, please include a link to your source code. You can get in touch with me if there are any like problems with this towards the end of the jam. But don't sweat that too much on that front. But yeah, I recommend having a GitHub or a Google Drive link, especially if you're looking to get into the games industry. We've had talks on our Jobs Board highlight series specifically about this as well, about how you can start setting up GitHub. It just helps. The programming people might want to take a look through your source code and have some like thoughts and suggestions for you for the future. So if you're a programmer and you want programming feedback, that will be much more important because we'll send that over to the guys. And yeah, the other most important thing is we really want you to record a playthrough of your game and preferably like upload it to YouTube or Vimeo or whatever you use, Google Drive again. But Google Drive might fail, who knows? Put it on YouTube or Vimeo or something like that we can access publicly. Because if your game doesn't work on the day for a judge, we need to, be able to we want to see your game. You spent a long time working on it. So yeah, and also for the final presentation, the final little stream, there'll be a nice big little wrap-up video where we want to get every single game like a little bit of a spotlight in it, even if it's just for like a few seconds. So we want to see your game presented in the best light, and I don't have the disk space to record all of those files. So you guys can really help me out with that and present your own game in the best light. And yeah, really, that is honestly it actually. Just to say, if you're new to Games Jobs Live, I every Thursday run a live stream that has to do with the games industry, specifically more in the UK currently. However, we're trying to branch out our monthly jobs analysis where we take a look at the data of how many jobs are in each sector and where they are. We also run these brilliant portfolio review series, which you can, on the Games Jobs Live Discord, apply for a portfolio review. Send your portfolio to us, and we will send it to some fabulous recruiters and technical professionals to take a look at your CV and portfolio and give you live feedback on stream. We've already had a few of these, ones for games designers and one for 3D and 2D artists, and they have been really useful. So I would 100% take a look at those playlists. And we also do highlights from the jobs board, which is our Games Jobs Live jobs board at gamesjobs.live. Links in the description, where we upload pretty much every job that is in the UK games industry, and also in Australia, and also some in like Belgium and like EU countries, all the way to the website. And I take a look at a few different ones from a specific couple of games disciplines, and we take a look at what the job requirements are and what you would need to learn in order to land this kind of job, because job specs can be really weird. Anyway, that's my spiel done. It's a little bit of a late last-minute video today, but thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much, everybody, for taking part in the game jam. I wish you best of luck in the jam, and I'm really excited to see what you see what you guys make. And if you have any progress, go to discord.gamesjobs.live. Again, the link will be in the description, and we will be, we would really like to see what people are making for this. And there's a whole, community of people helping. It's really active right now, which is really awesome. And yeah, so good luck with the game jam. Good luck with the rest of your game dev journey. And remember, this jam, use it as a good time to create something really polished and something that you feel would be really nice to put on your portfolio. So if you need to bend the theme a little bit to do that, you have my permission to do that as a fellow game jammer. And yeah, good luck, everybody. See you later. Have a nice day.